we want to we want to solve quadratic functions by graphing and factoring. So we want to solve quadratic equations by graphing. And if we look at this, we want to use the graph to find the roots of the given equation. So we have 2x equals x squared plus 2. And the issue here is we know that we have an x squared, so that's a quadratic function. So we need to make sure that one side of the equation is equal to 0. So I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides to get the left side equal to 0. So we get 0 equals x squared minus 2x plus 2. And at this point, if we look at this, we know that this cannot be factored. So it can't be factored. So what we want to do is we want to use our axis of symmetry. So we know that x equals negative, and then the 2 are always there. So negative b over 2a. And in that case, as we look at this function right here, we know that our a value is equal to 1, and our b value is equal to negative 2. So that's our b value right there, and our a value comes from the front. So then we can rewrite this equation. So the negative stays, the divide sign stays, and the 2 stays. Those are never going to change. And our b value is negative 2, and our a value is 1. So we can do that multiplication, and we get negative times a negative is positive, and 2 times 1 is 2, so that is equal to 1. So then we get x equals 1. So that is our axis of symmetry. X equals 1, so I can draw that. The next thing, we need to calculate where the vertex is. And we can calculate where the vertex is by substituting in the axis of symmetry. So we're going to use the equation here. And we have y equals x squared minus 2 times x plus 2. And then we know that x is equal to 1. So we're going to substitute that in. And then we get 1 squared is 1, negative 2 times 1 is negative 2, and positive 2. So negative 2 plus 2, that cancels, so we're left with y equals 1. And so we have the ordered pair of x is 1 and y is 1. So we got the x value from our axis of symmetry, and we use our axis of symmetry to find our y value, and that gives us our vertex, which is 1, 1. And then we know that our a value is 1. That's right there. Our a value is 1, so it's positive. So we know that the parabola is going to go like this, and we know it's going to be just like the parent function. So we're going to go over 1, and then we're going to go up 1, and then we're going to go to the right 2, and then we're going to go 4. So from our vertex, we're going to go right 1, up 1, and right 2, up 4. And then we can use our axis of symmetry to graph the other points. So over 1, over 2, and that's the other side of the parabola.